That's the first question. Okay, so first to answer your question, do you know like how this application is, our database and all? So if you see this right here, if I go here, application definition for the standard application. Those are the standard application all over the world, for example, Active Directory. Active Directory is a standard application, right? Active Directory, use your member of distinguishing those attribute correct. Now, same with the Dropbox, same with SAP system. So those are the standard application if you use any standard application here. SailPoint already add all the coded here in the backend. You don't need to write any code. You have to just provide the configuration, your connection parameters. That's it, everything. Code is already added in the SailPoint library. Now, CSVB and that library. Can you see that library and can you make changes to it? No, you cannot make changes. So the existing adopters. You cannot make any changes. Yep, you cannot. Oh. Why is that? I mean, if somebody wants is in some other format. For example, SAP is heavily customized by someone and that the input will be different than the whatever is the vanilla I don't know, okay. Anyway, yeah, go ahead, yeah. So that is the case, and the coming to your second question, you asked bid right for the regarding the bid. So this is your financial system, right? It can be a bid, it can be a UID, it can be a column ID, anything. It's not in our control. Basically, when we work in organization, there are different teams, manage different system, right? Now how they are designing their system. There was some archetype who's taking care of financial application. Based on his knowledge, her knowledge, that guy provided. Okay, we will use an employee bid active privilege in the group member by this why they are using group member. It could be group membership or it can be used entitlement. They can use access anything, right? So that is their decision. Like how they are taking making a decision based on that, they are maintaining the data. This is a data that they provide to us. Okay. So basically, when you design in the inside and internal to an organization, they basically will hold on to one. Like. An anchor point is the employee ID, and from there, they will have their own ID. Relative to that and connect that to the individual employee records, right? I mean each application will have. It is anchored to the employee ID. One of the unique ideas in the entire organization that. So it's not mandatory that every time they will use employee ID, but take a live example. Let's say there's organization. They have different system. Let's say they have 100 system, right, and now they have 1,000 employee and 1,000 employees account on different system. Now, definitely they must be using some common attribute, which can uniquely identify. Okay, this account is belong to this particular user. It could be an employee. It could be an email ID, right? It's not mandatory that all the 100 system will use employee. Maybe after 105 are using employee for the uniqueness, correct? So it's not mandatory, but definitely they will be using some unique, otherwise this will be. This will become an ambiguity issue, right? So every system use some uniqueness. Now here we use employee ID. Let's say, employee is not present, but email is present. So what we will do simply in the financial correlation. Financial application correlation. We'll do this. What happened to this? You can actually no, I'm saying that some system we are not using employee, some system are using, let's say, email. I mean as long as it is unique, But I don't understand why a number is not used in. Instead of a number, you use alphanumeric. Instead of an alphanumeric, you use a just alpha. That wouldn't make sense. But if somebody wants to do that in a unique way, yes, you can. I tell you. For example, your Jira account. The Jira account will be created based on your email ID, not on your employee. Right. So there are many accounts which in your Okta account, right again. So there are many accounts which will be created based on your email ID. You have to provide your official email ID, then you will get those account. So same thing. So in that case this is a scenario. Because employee is basically a numeric number to identify. Identify user, basically, but employee also. Give you a uniqueness, but same time, a way to communicate. So some system also use employee to create account and for the communication purpose also. Okay. So this entitlements that it is bringing in from different applications when you are onboarding. These entitlements. It ends with the functionality, ends with the showing what entitlements the user has or does. The user can get verified authorized to those applications using this. These entitlements. Or there should be some other application that has to take this information from this point and then go. Use the access management. Does that? That doesn't happen here, right? No. So only purpose is basically they are logging into financial system and this is the access that they have. It's just we are bringing the data into Silicon system. That's only that viewing purpose. We have that. I mean, that is now only for viewing purpose in the I'll also show you how those people who don't have for example, I'm the user, I don't have a, let's say, account, payable access, so how can I request for this? Like a self-service kind of thing, yeah, exactly. Basically, when I joined the organization I got a basic access right. But after 2 years I got the promotion. Now I have become let's say, a senior. You know any designation right. So definitely, I need some more additional access to perform my business tasks. So what I'll do? I'll go to the self-service portal and I will request for those access. It will go for the appropriate approval. Then my manager and the respective owner will approve that request. The request will be assigned to me for same time. It's also, this is also one feature. We also call it access request. We also call it self-service. And we also call it LCM Lifecycle Manager, basically because this is a lifecycle of employee, when the employee into organization. Fuel access. They got it the day one few they will request based on their business need, based on their business task. Okay, but my thing is this group member. If an employee is a member of 5 groups, it's just showing, for the information's sake, that this person it can be authenticated to that financial application, but the entitlements that the person has within that application? doesn't go through the SailPoint